Hello everyone, I am M. Tamilchelvan, Assistant Professor of English from Government College of Engineering, Dharmapuri, Tamil Nadu. Today, let us see letter to the editor. We are going to learn letter to the editor. It is a writing skill. Let's move on into the topic. The introduction part. A letter to the editor is a formal, comprehensive letter addressed to the editor of a certain publication or magazine or newspaper with the intent of complimenting, critiquing, informing, or communicating a certain piece of information. It reflects the writer's personality and mannerisms as well as written vocabulary. This letter is generally short, with a citizen raising some concern in front of the editor of a big organization, hoping it gets highlighted in the papers. The format. First, let's learn the format of the letter. So we have this format and we have to include all these steps in writing the letter. At first, we have to write the sender's address. So sender's address, give the complete address of the sender. The next one is date. The date on which the letter is written comes next, immediately after the sender's address. Number 3 is the receiver's address. Receiver means one who receives the address. Here the address of the recipient, the editor of the newspaper or magazine you intend to send your letter, should be written. Subject. The main purpose of the letter is mentioned in the subject line. The next one is salutation. The salutation can be sir, madam, respected sir, respected madam, etc. The sixth point is body. So this is a very important part, that it conveys the message we intend to convey. And in this body part we have to include these 3 parts: the introductory paragraph, the content paragraph, and the concluding paragraph. So you have to write 3 paragraphs in the body part. In the introductory paragraph, introduce yourself and brief the purpose of writing the letter. So you have to give a very short intro about yourself, who you are and why you are writing the letter. And in the second part is the content paragraph, that includes the main details and the subject matter of the letter. So what you are going to tell, the important ideas that should be presented in the content paragraph. The third paragraph should be the concluding paragraph. So this part concludes the information to the provider and the writer's expectation from the editor. So you give a conclusion about what you want the editor to do with this letter and what is your intention of writing this letter, that you conclude with this concluding paragraph. Number 7 is complimentary closing. So here you give thank you very much, or thanking you can be the complimentary closing that you can use. Number 8 is sender's name, signature and designation. So end the letter with your signature, name in block letters and designation if there is any. You can also include your address, phone number and email if needed. Now let's see a model. So letter to the editor to highlight the effects of air pollution. So here we find the sender's address given as the first part, the sender's address. And the next one is date. Yes. So we have to give some space in between the sender's address and the date and the receiver's address. So the third one is the receiver's address, this part. The fourth part is the subject. So you have to give the subject, what you are going to write about. So increase of air pollution in East Hyderabad. something just like that. And here we give the salutation. So salutation means a respected sir or madam, like that. And we come the very important part, that is the body of the letter. And as we have already learnt the format, you have to give the introductory paragraph. Here you see you have to introduce yourself, and here you see, I am Krishna, a member of Sudar NGO. I am writing to you to bring to your notice the increasing effect of air pollution in our neighborhood and in the surrounding area. So you, here the person introduces himself, and what is the purpose of writing this letter, he gives a brief idea in the introductory paragraph. Next is the content paragraph. So here in this content paragraph, you have to bring the very important ideas about what is the actual problem is and what you want to tell to the editor. Here you see Nungambakkam has seen a rapid increase, private transportation and number of industrial sectors. Yes, such and such things. You see, this has increased the risks of serious health hazards, including breathing difficulties, chronic diseases, lung damage, nausea, fatigue, etc. The hospitals around the area have already seen an unexpected rise in the number of patients showing symptoms of chronic illness, and it is important that people and government authorities are made aware of this dangerous situation at the earliest. So you give the content paragraph, what the problem is and what is the possible solution you would like to take out of it. Okay, that should be given in the content paragraph. The next is the concluding paragraph. Here, owing to the seriousness of the situation, I request you to kindly highlight the issue so that some action can be taken to curb the effect of air pollution and decrease the risk of people being affected by it. So you conclude what you expect from the editor to do. So you request the editor to publish this this news in the newspaper so that people may get aware of it. Okay, so all these three things comprises the body part, and in order to get good marks in examinations point of view, you have to include all these three parts in the body part. And next thing is the complimentary closing. Thanking you, thank you. These are all the complimentary closing. Yours sincerely, like that. The sender's name, signature and designation can be given at the end. Yes. So this is a model, and you may find the sender's address, date, receiver's address, and the subject, salutation, the body part, and complimentary closing, and signature and name, everything. So we also find another model. It has all the important parts of a letter to the editor. So one has to enhance the skill of writing letters, especially a letter to the editor, in this proper format. Yes, and let us have some practice exercise. So these practice exercises can also be done in order to enhance your writing skill in letter to the editor format. Thank you very much for this presentation. Have a great time. Bye.